I should write a song about that instead of fire in the sky. It's blue marble skies, fire in the distance. James Taylor and Johnny Denver. Rocky Mountain High. My favorite song. One of them. Sunshine on my shoulders. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a song that I could sing for you, I'd sing a song, make your dreams come true. Here's the moon. Got fire on the mountain, lightning in the sky. Oh! I am in love with this country. I am in love. Who needs a wife and family? Nah, you guys are all my family. Oh, there's my beautiful. Well, you can't see them. I wonder if I focused in on it. You can see. There it is. The big pond of roses there. Oh my goodness. I'm not doing this, Dave. That's beautiful. Alright, well. I love this. I almost put my dome right up here on the top. My daughter wanted me to, but I can't get the vehicle up here and I couldn't just haul the water up here. Or anything. So. Alright. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. Seriously. It makes me giggle. Crickets. I hear crickets. Can't wait till it starts raining. It was nice today. It rained. It got cool. It's just so awesome. I mean, what you see in the camera is exactly what it looks like. That's the light that I'm seeing. The blue marble sky. That's not the sunset. Sunset's over here in the west, so that's north. The Northern Lights. Some kind of a mushroomy kind of thing. A different kind of flower now. It's been a few days and now there's a whole, some of those other flowers that we were looking at, they're not even here anymore. Hmm. This thing's starting to, I gotta tighten that thing up. Ooh, it's like a park back here. Isn't that neat? Hmm. All the rough edges, that's what makes you beautiful. You know? I think real women are way more beautiful than the fake ones. If you ask me. Without the makeup and... Mountain girl! That's what I need. Ooh. Oh my goodness. I mean, to me, this is what they made the word delightful for. This describes delightful. I don't know what it is. I just love the texture of these little bushes, and you know, and it's just so. I mean, look at the colors. What is this? A pastel. I forgot what that color is. It's like almost a blue-green. It's just absolutely stunning with red, little red branches. Oh my goodness, it's like a little Christmas tree or something. There's some yellow flowers. Not to be outdone by the beautiful pine tree. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh, it's so beautiful. Huh. Even little flowers down here. All the grass. There's little flowers too. Oh my goodness. Paradise. We're in paradise. Huh. Twisted old trees. I love these old twisted trees. Just love it. Holy moly smoly. You see this smoly? It's a holy moly smoly. Oh man, I hope we get somewhere where we can see the sunset when it comes. Because it's about to... We're going to see the sunset here in a minute. Oh my goodness. Oh, the old majestic ponderosa. Fascinating spot. Captain, there seems to be life upon this planet, but it's been forgotten for thousands of years by technology. Puzzling. They traded life for technology. Oh my. Oh heavens. Look at the colors here. It's like a pea green or a yellow green or something. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. The colors. I find it intriguing, Captain. Oh my goodness, this has the color and the little thingies and the style. Sporting a style there, huh? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Gene? I suppose this would be good to eat. Something like that, you know, probably some kind of grain, seed. Hello, tree. The serpent tree. Maybe it's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Because it looks like a reptile. We found the lyre. The evil spider's lyre. Lair? Is that what you call it? He's capturing flies, but he's got no food today. He's found no food today. Maybe the spider died. And she sat down beside her, eating her porridge away. There's a little oak tree starting from the ground up. Now look at this, see, if you lived here, you could use this. This is what I've got a smaller one of these on my property. When the water comes down after it rains real hard, you dig you a well here. Catch it. You know? Know what I mean, Gene? What are these white rocks? So, you know, it just rains like it did. It doesn't rain very hard, and there's no water at all. It just soaks right into the ground. It's got to rain for a few days. Start soaking, you know, and start running. I think it just probably sometime in August, maybe. I think the rains are a little bit late. They're starting to start. They're starting to start. Huh, look at this. Another little beautiful place to build in your little area here, surrounded by oak trees. Right? You have a little garden here. You might want to whack some of these off just in case you're trying to walk around in your property, you don't get sideswacked. Clean it out a little bit. You'd have this little beautiful picnic area back here. You have a little trail, you know, and you'd have your little spot right here, right? A little spot. Wish we'd see an elk, man. They're all over. I see herds of them. But when I'm walking, these dogs, I don't see them because they know about the wolves or coyotes or whatever they are around here. They're big. They look like wolves. And they're probably leery of them. And when they hear them coming or they smell them, they probably know the smell of a dog. Ooh, here's another ditch for the water to flow. But now notice how the water starts right here. It's almost like a spring, you know, because it must run down from up there, but it doesn't seem to really get started rushing until it gets here. Very, very interesting, but stupid. Oh, look at this tree. Whoa. It's like a little fir tree. I don't mean an actual fir tree, but a furry tree. Huh. Isn't that nice? Have you ever watched that man on YouTube that's in love with life and likes to look at trees and flowers? I think he's crazy. Little junipers. There's the little juniper berries. Can make some gin now. If we drank gin, we'd make it maybe. Huh. You hear those dogs? Guy up there says he doesn't have any dogs that bark. Said, I heard your dog barking, and I wasn't, mad at him. I was just saying, yeah, I heard your dog. He goes, oh, that's not mine. My dog doesn't bark. Maybe he's right. It might be somebody else's dog, but it sure sounds like coming from him. Oh, the little oak glows. The oak glows. Grows. That's probably where the dyslexia, that's what causes languages to change. You get turned backwards, right? You don't know the language very well. If you remember it backwards, or when you have brain farts. Huh. We've arrived on Mars. There's life on Mars. 3 dogs look just like mine. And other 13 puppies back at the camp. They'll be out here running with us here in a few weeks. I'm going to have to give away a few of them. I've only got 2, 3, or 4 of them that I really picked out yet so far that I might keep, 2 of them in particular. Oh boy. It just gives me so much happiness to see. Now, when I first got here, I would walk almost like every day, really. And I would just be filled with such Thanksgiving, and I would just be so happy, and I was just so... And I haven't walked for a week or so, really just feeling that, yay, and just this deep gratitude. It's just been, after autumn came, we had to do the dome. It was hard work, and I had to recover from that. I was kind of sore, and I just... it's like, it's been real hot, you couldn't really go walking much because it was just like over 90 degrees. And, look at this. But here I am in this nice cool day, and, it's stunning, and it's like, I don't want to go another day without my walk. I have to be out here in nature and see, our teetotaler has been here drinking tea. He's totaling tea. How much tea could a teetotaler tote if a teetotaler could tote tea? Now that's just weird. That's just weird. If I had this tree in my yard, I would love it. I would do, I mean, it's like, oh, it's beautiful. You know, it's awesome. This is, wow. Look at the size of that cucumber growing on there. All of them were eaten, except there's only 2 left, and they're huge. Oh man, those are delicious, but those have been sitting on there too long, and they're probably hard as rock now. They're not, they've gone to seed maybe, but oh my goodness. I just love yucca. It's like one of my favorites, like number 2 or 3 of my favorite flowers. Number 1 for me is the sunflower. And they grow all over here, but not right on my property, just down the road. But most of New Mexico has a lot of sunflowers. But the yucca is like number 2 or 3 or something. I like the bluebonnets from Texas as well, though. They just, oh man, when you see a whole field of bluebonnet, it'll make you well up with tears and cry, weep for joy. It's just so beautiful. It's unbelievable. And so, you know, there's some beautiful places around Abilene and Wichita Falls and stuff in Texas. Well, even Amarillo, a lot of people think that's just desert, but boy, it's the Badlands out there. I love that. I mean, it's just like rugged. You get out there. Most people never seen it because they're on the highway. They don't get out and walk around. There's nowhere to walk around. There's kind of a park though, Palo Duro Park. It's beautiful. It's like Grand Canyon, but not as big. But yeah, there's other canyons and parks in Texas, Panhandle, that just would blow your mind. It's like, who, you know, I've taken pictures of it long time, years ago. I showed you this one place. There's a beautiful lake, and there's like these big red arches and towers and plateaus and canyons and cliffs. It's just absolutely amazing. You'd think you were in Zion's National Park or something. Huh. What could you do with these rocks? What would you do with a Klondike bar? A Klondike. Klondike. I don't know how to say it. Klondike? A Klondike bar. Oh, I don't know. Well, maybe we could watch the sunset from here, but I don't know if we're going to be able to. Can't get a good view from here. And it ain't actually ready for sunset. So let's keep trucking the other way so we can get some higher ground. We're not very high here. Oh, stumble. I mean, this thing is just powerful. Huh. I'm stumbling because I'm trying to look at the camera and walk at the same time. And I'm not chewing gum, but it's hard for me to do simple things like that. So I'm a derelict, a half-wit. Mama left me out in the sun with just a little half a bonnet over my head. Burned the other half of my head. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just kidding. I'm a whole wit. Not a half. Do, do, do. I marvel at how trees could grow. Like I've got ponderosas that are like 10 feet around the base. Another tree, whatever the other country is, it's like, I don't know, 20 feet around the base. And, you know, they've been there for, I don't know, 50, 100 years. Where do they get the water? I mean, it rains, but it soaks in the ground and just runs down. And I keep thinking there's got to be like little pockets of water under the ground. Or else, you know, I guess the soil is kind of moist under the ground, but I don't know. Somehow these trees are able to live. Now sometimes these little ponderosas, they get stunted. Maybe they don't have as much water as they need, but in certain areas they get plenty of water. They get big. Oh, and there goes the pack. This is the first time they've left their puppies that long. Oh, they're safe, I think, in the tent, but I mean, I wouldn't want to leave them there too much longer, but these dogs usually, they kind of know and they go back when they're starting to get worried about them. But they've been sitting there with their babies for over 2 weeks. So they're tired. They need a little bit of a run too. A little bit of a break. Even moms need breaks. So they're excited to take a walk with Dad. Huh. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think this is just beautiful, peaceful. There's no stickers or thorns, really. You can just keep walking, you know. I like that about Alabama, too, because there wasn't a lot of brush. You could walk through the forest, and it was pleasant. Lots of water. No water here, but guess what? That means there's no bugs. There are some I did find. For about 2 or 3 weeks there, we had these little flies and gnats, but they're gone. Haven't come back. It's been very pleasant. Ooh, you hear the coyotes? Yeah, I don't see my tree on my property, my ponderosa. So far, I think it's the largest one I've seen in this little area. All the other ones are just usually kind of smaller, you know. So I'm wondering if there isn't some water there where my camp is. If I dug down, because that one tree is just like 2 or 3 times bigger than all the others. It's like mama. Got to be getting this water source from something. So I'm going to dig down as far as I can dig. I got a few things to do before I get to that. And yeah, I'm going to do the tree house, but that may not come till next year. I don't know.
Magnesium.
I'm slow. I mean, you know, got a lot of things to do.
Anoid water
But that's
heater
something I want
rod.
to do. I've got some ideas for more than one tree house, kind of. I have some ideas of making some walkways up in the trees. Yeah. Stay tuned for that. Maybe do that as a Christmas special, huh? Oh, I don't know. The Wonderful World with David Vos. What does he have planned for tomorrow? I know I've got plans to build me a pyramid soon. And got some real good theories about how I can pull as many volts as I need. You know, it takes, you can have more than 12 volts to charge a 12 volt battery. And it's pretty hard to get more than a volt out of the ground. People have tried and they're like, oh, I think I got 4 or 5 volts, but it's real temporary. As soon as you put it up to a low, it's gone. So, you know, it's not easy because nobody's ever figured it out. I think Tesla may have figured out some things, but they've kind of kept that to themselves, you know, Area 51 or whatever. But I don't even know how much they know. They know some stuff though. They know, but they're not telling us. But I think I figured out a few things. I think what you got to do. I'll just give you a little rundown here. I mean, this is one thing. It's probably part of the process. I mean, it's why they built capacitors, but the average person has no idea what a capacitor is or what it does. But a capacitor, you might just think of it as a little battery. So let's say you can pull 1 volt, and if you use the negative dissimilar metal instead of using aluminum, but you can pull about a volt right out of the ground. Now, you can't charge a 12 volt battery with that, so what are you going to do with it? You can't charge a 9 volt battery. Well, you could charge a 1 volt battery or a 0.9 or something, you know. And then you'd say, okay, it doesn't do me no good because now I've still got a volt. I'm charging a battery. I don't have any power. I'm just storing it. But now you get 2 volts because you had the 1 volt that charged the other 1 volt battery. And once it reaches maximum storage capacity, you've got 2 volts. And now you can charge a 2 volt battery. And once that's charged, you get 4 volts. And then you could charge an 8 volt battery and then a 16. And so that's how you use capacitors and diodes in the series to increase your voltage. But we're going to have to do some experimentation on it. And of course, then you can hook up a transformer, get the right amps and exact amount of voltage and everything to run your appliances. And of course, if need be, you could make several of these power stations. One for each appliance or something, you know. I don't know how it'll work out. But it's starting to get kind of hazy, like the sun's about to go down, but man, I don't see no sun going down yet. No pink or red or orange or yellow. It should have some kind of colors when the sun goes down today. It's a little darker than what it looks like in the camera. I do notice that this camera, as opposed to my old one, mimics the brightness outside at this time of night better than the other camera. seen 2 snakes so far, and that's it. These beautiful flowers are gone, but only the fruit remains. Those are very good fruit, by the way. If you get them, there's a short window. You have to pick them, or they get real woody. Tough, you can't chew it. So you have to get them when they're fresh. Green, or ripe, I don't know what it is. Alright. Getting up here, we'll go up there, maybe we'll see the sunset. Boy, it's like walking on Mars here, right here. Look at all this. Man, when it rains, I'll bet you this would make a really neat waterfall through here. Just comes running down through here. And I bet you could catch it down there on my property, near my property. It doesn't go down at the bottom of my property, but I'm not far from it. I'm right over here. Could catch that water. There's a big gorge. This comes into like a gorge, like a river or big creek. So I don't know what time of year, but I'm sure you could catch water there. It's almost be level or like downhill to my house. So I guess I could put a little catch hole there and run a pipe and let it run down the pipe over to my place. That's something I should think about or look into. Because I think we're almost to my corner of my property here. So it's just right off the edge of my property. I'm gonna watch the sunset here on top of this little knoll here from my property. There's my property. The corner of my property is just right over there. And we're gonna get a nice sunset right here. Starting to see a little pink right there. I'm gonna sit down here and wait a few minutes until that sunset gets real pretty. Barry's just being real peaceful. She's paying attention. She's really trying to enjoy it. She's taking it all in. There's a little water over there. Still in the sunset. Starting to come up over the horizon now, a little bit of pink. Yeah, it's actually pretty dark. This camera takes that up close and it makes it all look light. Isn't it? It's amazing. Technologies these days. Ah, jeez, Wilma. Technologies these days. Here comes the sunset. Little by little. She's coming. She's coming. Oh, buddy. don't think it's going to be much of a sunset up there. For some reason the clouds are just too thick or something. We'll start heading back. I've got about a couple hundred feet to my property, so what are you doing up here? I thought you were back with your baby, so let's go. Oh, see, I do that. Almost walked off without my hat again. Oh, pitch black. You can't see. I can see a little better than you can right now. Oop. Not well enough to not fall over and trip though. But it's almost better than the sunset with that blue. It's just so, it's like blue marble in the sky. I should write a song about that instead of fire in the sky. It's blue marble skies, and fire in the distance. James Taylor and Johnny Denver. Rocky Mountain High, my favorite song. One of them, Sunshine on My Shoulders. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a song that I could sing for you, I'd sing a song, make your dreams come true. Here's the moon. Got fire on the mountain, lightning in the sky. Oh! I am in love with this country. I am in love. Who needs a wife and family? Nah, you guys are all my family. Oh, here's my beautiful. Well, you can't see them. I wonder if I focused in on it. You can see. There it is. A big pond of roses there. Oh my goodness. I'm not doing this, Dave. That's beautiful. Alright, well, I love this. I almost put my dome right up here on the top. My daughter wanted me to, but I can't get the vehicle up here and I couldn't just haul the water up here or anything. So, alright. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. Seriously. It makes me giggle. Crickets. I hear crickets. Can't wait till it starts raining. It was nice today. It rained. It got cool. It's just so awesome. I mean, what you see in the camera is exactly what it looks like. That's the light that I'm seeing. The blue marble sky. That's not the sunset. Sunset's over here in the west, so that's north. The Northern Lights. Well, my friends, I think I'm gonna walk down over this here bluff and get me a cup of coffee and try to get this loaded as well. I already did a video today, but I might be able to load this tonight too. Look at that sky. It's just so beautiful the way it's almost, and it does look smoky like that, but it's not smoke at all. It's just the darkness and the way that the light just kind of ends in a hues of dark, cloudiness. Like right there, see, is just kind of a weird, beautiful colors. All right. I mean it. I'm leaving now. Have a good one. Lord bless you guys.